Welcome back everyone. So here in this part we are going to practice 3 more conversations, if you will, alright? So if you feel ready, if you're ready, please listen carefully for the next conversation. Let's go.
Questions 41 through 43 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Sarah. I'm really struggling to finish the quarterly report. I'm not sure if I can get it done on time.
Oh no, Jason. That sounds stressful. What's holding you up?
It's the financial analysis section. I'm having trouble making sense of the data.
I can help with that. I've done similar analyses before. How about we tackle it together?
That would be amazing. I could really use your expertise.
No problem at all. Let's sit down after lunch and work through it. We'll get it done in no time.
Number 41. Who is the man talking to? Number 42. What makes the man concerned? Number 43. What does the woman suggest?
Alright everyone, so question 41 is a kind of inferencing question. So we do not clearly hear what their roles are, but we understand from their tone, from how they talk and everything, the man is clearly talking to a colleague of his, okay? It's not his she's not his boss. She's not the company counselor, and she's not a family member, as we understand from the recording, okay? So 42 was a little bit difficult. What makes the man concerned? His responsibilities outside work holds him back. Now we understand from the recording it's not about responsibilities out of work, okay? He missed the deadline. No, not yet, okay? And the person he's supposed to do work together doesn't do his part. This is also wrong, everyone. We are not hearing anything about the person he's supposed to do work together. Actually, he's doing the work by himself, okay? So the answer from here is in the recording, the man said, I'm having trouble making sense of the data. So for this reason, the answer is he cannot actually understand information related to one part of the report. And what does the woman suggest? This was an easy question, actually. She suggests helping the man herself. Here we clearly hear that she says, I can help with that, and the man accepts her offer of help, everyone. Okay? All right. So if you have no problems, let's continue with the next 3 questions and the conversation. Now, for this part, you also have a graphic that you will need to look at while answering the questions. Please listen very carefully, everyone.
Questions 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation.
How is job hunting going?
I'm excited but also a bit nervous. There are so many options and I'm not sure where to start. I'm interested in sales and finance, but I guess I'm more into marketing.
That sounds like a great field for you. And you got your bachelor's degree from a really good university. Have you considered reaching out to any of your professors for recommendations? They might have connections that could help. Networking can make a big difference. Also, don't forget to update your LinkedIn profile and connect with people there.
I've already done that. Thanks for the advice, Dad. What worries me most is the experience requirement. Most ads say they require 2 years of experience, which I don't have, and I just got my bachelor's from finance.
Number 44. What is true about the woman's main interest in her job search? Number 45. What advice does the man give? Number 46. Look at the graphic. Which job advert can the woman apply?
All right, so for question 44, what is true about the woman's main interest in her job search? Now, in the recording, the woman clearly said, I guess I'm more into marketing. So being into something means being interested in something. So the woman is interested in marketing and she wants to apply for jobs in the field of marketing. Okay, so what advice does the man give? So he gives many pieces of advice actually. So there was nothing about a master's degree from a university, okay, in his advice. There was nothing about that. Reach out to her college friends. Now he said, why don't you reach out to your professor? And he mentioned the importance of networking and everything, all right? And call people on her existing network. No, well, he mentioned that networking can make a big difference, okay? And but he mentioned this in line with calling out or reaching out to the professor again. So the advice he gave was actually, don't forget to update your LinkedIn profile and connect with people there. Okay, so for this reason, there was nothing about calling people, all right? The man advises actually to update her LinkedIn profile now. All right, 46 was a little bit challenging, okay? So which job advert can the woman apply? Now, if you look at the last sentence actually, most ads say they require 2 years of experience, which I don't have. She does not have 2 years of experience. For this reason, she cannot apply to places that required experience, okay? All right? So that's out of option, okay? And she says, I just got my bachelor's degree from finance. So here, bachelor's from, so master's in marketing, these are not possible, okay? Bachelor's in marketing, but unfortunately this job also requires 2 years of experience. For this reason, she can apply to these places. She doesn't have bachelor's in marketing actually. She has a bachelor's degree in finance, but I don't think this would create a problem in making applications. But master's degree and 3 or 2 years of experience would indeed create problems, all right? So digital marketing analyst, all right? So that's option B, all right? So if we are clear about this, let's move on to next 3 questions, all right? So please everyone listen carefully.
Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, I have an urgent printing job and need to get 500 brochures printed by tomorrow. Is that possible?
Hello, that's quite a tight deadline. We usually need at least 48 hours for such a large order. Is there any flexibility on the deadline?
Unfortunately, no. It's for an important event happening tomorrow evening. I understand it's a rush, but is there any way to expedite the process?
We can prioritize your order, but it will incur an additional rush fee to cover the overtime work. Would that be acceptable to you?
I understand. What would the rush fee be, and can you guarantee the brochures will be ready by 2 tomorrow afternoon?
The rush fee would be an additional 20% of the total cost. I can assure you that we will have the brochures ready by tomorrow at 3 p.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, that works.
Number 47. Why is the man calling? Number 48. What is mentioned about the job to be completed? Number 49. What is the final decision for the price in the deadline?
Okay, everyone. So for question 47, why is the man calling? So at the very beginning of the talk, the man clearly says, I have an urgent printing job and need to get 500 brochures printed by tomorrow. So people, we understand from here that this is the first time the man calling, all right? So for this reason, it's not to update the number of brochures, okay? It's not to check if the printing is done, no. And it's not to change the deadline for the printing job. It's simply to put in a printing order for the first time, okay? Now, for the second question, what is mentioned about the job to be completed? All right, so here the man says very clearly, so first of all, the woman says we usually need at least 48 hours for such a large order, but the man says here clearly it's for an important event happening tomorrow evening. So the printing job has to be completed within about 24 hours, so less than 2 days actually. For this reason, it has to be completed. The correct answer is it has to be completed under 48 hours, not later than 48 hours, okay? So there won't be any additional cost. This is definitely wrong, and the man cannot collect the order in the afternoon. There is no such thing that's mentioned here, okay? What is the final decision for the price and the deadline? So people, the man says 2 in the afternoon, but if you listen carefully, in the last part of the talk, the rush fee, the woman said the rush fee would be an additional 20% of the cost, and it's going to be ready by 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And she says, does that work for you? And the man says, yes, that works. Which means, people, the answer is the additional cost will be 20%, and it's going to be ready at 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. For this reason, the correct answer is B here, okay? So I hope you did a good job with these 9 questions, okay? Let's take a short break right here, and we will continue with 3 more conversations after the break.